Older kids have been thinking about this for the last few minutes. So, Rowan, why don't you get up? Well, I mean, Roger, get up. Get up. So, anybody know what ego is? Good. Yep. Yep. That's a good example. I'm very fast. I'm the best at something. I know everything, right? So I'm the best at building stuff, right? That's all ego. And that gets in between us and others, and us and Bhagwan, right? And then like who plays sports? So when they say team, there's like a kind of a phrase that people use, which is what? Teamwork. Very good. Good. How do you spell team? Two. Right? Well, the older kids can participate. Thank you. Rahul points out there's a me. That's actually interesting. So everybody know, right? There's no I in team. That's an easy way of thinking about it, right? There's no I in team. So Rahul, trying to make a joke, but it's actually interesting. He said there is a me in team, right? M-E. So I think that's one of the things we're going to watch is the balance between I, me, and we. Okay? So we're going to watch a video right now, and then we're going to think about it, and then we're going to have different examples, and the older kids are going to give some examples in their own lives about some of the things we're going to watch right now. Okay? So we're going to watch the Bhagwan. This is when Bhagwan was there, and that's Dharmadev, and I think Bhakti Mata is there, right? So this is Ghanshyam Maharaj when he was younger. All right.
Ramgat, on the banks of the river Saryu, was a favorite place of Ghanshyam and his friends for playing. Their favorite pastimes was wrestling. They became so strong and good at wrestling that they could challenge anybody. Ghanshyam was the strongest and most skillful of all. In the town of Ayodhya, there were a group of well-known wrestlers. Bhimsang, Mansang, and Dilisang. As word spread of the feats of Ghanshyam and his friends, Bhimsang and his group became jealous. They were worried that they would lose their reputation to a mere group of young boys. So Bhimsang issued a challenge to young Ghanshyam. Ghanshyam accepted the challenge readily and went to receive his parents' blessing for the match. On the appointed day and time, the king and all the people of Ayodhya had assembled to watch the wrestling match. There was great excitement in the air. Bhimsang stepped forward. He had iron chains attached to his legs. One by one, Several men came from the crowd to try their strength. But not one of them could pull down Bhimsang.
Did you see? Even the strongest man in Ayodhya are not able to match me. How do you expect to have a chance?
Ghanshyam approached Bhimsang slowly. The wrestler towered over the young boy. But Ghanshyam's face was bright and confident. He bent down and picked up the chain attached to Bhimsang's leg with his left hand. He paused, and then gave the chain a quick tug. Bhimsang was pulled off balance and came crashing to the ground with a great thud. All the crowd, including the king, were laughing at him. Bhimsang felt humiliated and angry because his reputation was being spoiled by a mere boy.
So, you think you are so strong, do you? I'll pull you down and make you eat the dirt on the ground.
So saying, he took another chain and threw it at Ghanshyam's feet. Ghanshyam calmly fastened the chain around his ankle and stood waiting, feet firmly apart. Bhimsang picked up the end of the chain and gave it a quick tug. To his and everyone else's surprise, nothing happened. Ghanshyam stood as firm as ever, calm and composed. Summoning up all his strength, he gave one mighty pull on the chain. The force was such that the chain broke and Bhimsang himself was flung away. And he fell with great force, breaking his arm. But the young Ghanshyam stood as before, strong and upright and smiling. Suddenly all the people and the king rose to their feet, laughing at Bhimsang and applauding the young Ghanshyam. Ghanshyam then presented himself before the king, who garlanded him with flowers. Then Ghanshyam turned to Bhimsang.
Bhimsang, it was not my intention to hurt you, but you were very proud. You must always remember that those who are proud will fall.
Bhimsang was humbled. With tears in his eyes, he knelt before Ghanshyam and sang his praises.
Did everybody enjoy that video? Yeah? So what did everybody learn? You want to raise your hand? Okay, hold on, there's a mic coming. Let me give it to her. Okay.
That being proud makes you fall.
Oh, very nice. Okay, that's very nice. Say thank you. What's your name? Thanks, Jagat. That's very nice. Okay. Being prideful makes you fall.
Don't have an ego.
Don't have an ego. Anything else you want to expand on that? Rajan, I got your name correct.
I learned that you shouldn't be too proud of yourself.
Have you been too proud of yourself?
Not really. Sometimes, yeah.
Give me an example of when you're too proud.
After I ace a test, and I'm like, yeah, I got a better grade than you.
Don't be overconfident.
Don't have an ego.
He said. Oh.
What's the boy's
Should I say his name? Okay. So when we play football, there's a guy that's really good, and gets yeah.
Do not be jealous.
Do not be jealous, because jealous will cause you to have ego, maybe, or pride. Anyone else? Any other girls? Didn't learn anything from the video?
Make sure you don't have ego.
Yes, ego is what causes, or pride causes ego. Okay, boys. Okay, we have one more girl.
Don't be so mean.
Don't be mean. Okay. Meanness can cause pride also. Janvi?
It's like basically karma. It's like when he was so full of himself, that at the end he fell.
Right. He was so full of himself, in the end, he's the one who falls.
Respect your opponent.
Respect your opponent. That's nice. Mic on.
To be humble.
Okay.
Never to judge, like size or like how good they are.
No, don't underestimate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
that was my point.
Good. Move up a little bit. Move up a little bit.
There's two different things. You can have a mentality to win, and then there's also having an ego.
I think it's well said. Why'd you expound on that? Good. I think
Like Kobe Bryant, like he didn't have like a high ego, but he's known to be kind of a ball hog, but he has that mentality to win. So he's not
expand.
That's a really good example. And has anybody heard the how to win, learn how to win? There's two ways you could win. There's two reactions that you could have once you win. What are the two reactions? Mindset, and then what were you going to say, John V?
I think she forgot.
You forgot? So who watches NFL? Who follows the New York Giants? Who sees Eli Manning after he throws a touchdown pass? How does he look? What does he do? Calm and collected. Now, who is one of the wide receivers for the New York Giants? Odell Beckham. When Odell Beckham gets a touchdown, how does he react? And what happened to Odell Beckham this year? He's injured, out for the year. And yeah, he got ejected. The touchdown counted, but he was ejected. So it goes to show you, calm and collective always in the long term wins over celebrations or putting it in the opponent's faces, and so that was just my 2 cents to add to this.
You want anything, Molik?
Yeah, bigger they are, the harder they fall.
What's that?
Bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Okay, so I think, yeah, no, I think that's right. So you know what, guys, that was pretty good. The older kids, I think, did a good contribution today, and we look forward to continued contributions, right? Do you have a question? Good.
Don't say mean stuff to other people.
That's very nice. Very nice. That's very nice. Okay, so we're going to watch one more video. I think a lot of the issues here, right, and we see this sometimes in school or in classes, right? So don't say mean things. I think Meet had a really good point about when you try to win, right? When we compete, we're all trying to win. And you're going to see something right now, another video, right, between humility and pride. And that, I think, is the fine line that Meet was kind of talking about. So we're going to watch the video, and then Meet is going to try to take what lessons you can take from there, and you could choose some examples, and we'll help you out, okay? All right, so we're going to watch a 10-minute video, and it's humility against pride.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the School Sports Championship. I'm Harry Powell.
And I'm Howie Langdon. And today we have a matchup of talent like you've never seen before. Isn't that right, Harry?
You got that right, Howie. This should prove to be the match of the century, as we will witness the long-awaited return of Jason Humble.
Jason stands at 5'1", weighing in at 80 pounds. He's known for his patience under pressure. Humble's strength comes from his ability to stay calm, cool, and collected in any situation. He knows when to move ahead and when to step back and wait.
In contrast to his opponent, Stephen Pride. Pride stands at 4'11", just under 105 pounds. His sheer will and determination to win make him a force to be reckoned with. Humble will have to deal with his speed and quickness if he wants a shot at the title.
There you have it, folks. Two opponents, two sides, two different personalities, both looking to prove they have what it takes to come away a champion. It looks as though the contestants are about ready to begin. Round 1, School Bus to School Door Championship.
It's 8:02 and bus number 4 has made its final turn into the school parking lot.
The excitement of our contestants is evident as the bus pulls to a stop.
Humble's position is in the second to last row of the bus. Pride is one row in front of Humble.
Pride makes his way down the aisle where two students have stopped to talk, while Pride climbs up and over the seat and pushes his way through.
Oh, Humble is being strategic. Look at that. He's excusing himself as he weaves in and out of students. What skill, what determination.
What a polite young man. Pride is out of the bus and rushing toward the school. But wait, Molly Westerfield has approached Pride. She's grabbed his arm. This could be a fatal blow for Pride.
While Pride is busy dealing with Molly, Humble makes his way out of the bus. The race is on as Humble makes his way towards the school.
But Pride won't be denied. He breaks free from Molly and is battling Humble for the lead. He's closing in. He's only 5 steps away. 4, 3.
Oh, can you believe this? Humble has stopped to help a student who has dropped her books. What is he thinking?
That just cost him the School Bus to School Door Championship.
Pride closed in on the school door and he really drove it home.
That's it, folks. Stephen Pride has won the School Bus to School Door Championship. It looks like his quick-footed, no-holds-barred approach has won out over Humble's considerate approach.
But if you think it's over, folks, think again.
That's right. Join us for round 2, where we'll follow Humble and Pride as they make their way through the cafeteria lunch line on their way to reaching that highly coveted prize,
chocolate milk. Who will it be, Jason Humble or Stephen Pride? You wait, you watch, you witness as we join Cafeteria Chaos coming up next. Round 2, Cafeteria Chaos.
As we begin round 2, Humble and Pride have taken their places in line. Humble having a 4-person lead on Pride.
This should give Humble the edge this time.
Hold on to your hats, folks. It looks like Pride is making a move. Yes, he is. Is that
Molly Westerfield, the same girl that Pride rudely brushed off this morning?
It looks that way. As he smiles and gestures, it looks like, is she? Yes, she is. She's letting him cut in front of her. Ooh, there goes another chocolate milk. That leaves only one left.
Hold on a minute, Harry. Pride is making his way around Lauren and Tanya. It seems Lauren and Tanya forgot the most valuable lesson in lunch line etiquette.
Never take your eyes off your spot in line.
Can Humble do it? Can he hold off Pride as he makes his way to the highly coveted chocolate milk? And there he goes. Humble is reaching in for the chocolate milk. He grabs it, brings it up, out and onto his plate. Victory at last.
Do you see what I see? This is amazing. Susie Brown has approached the lunch lady. She's upset. There seems to have been a fumble. Susie has dropped her chocolate milk and is looking for a new one.
Humble listens. He's smiling. Oh no, he's picking up the milk and
giving it to Susie? You've got to be kidding me. He has victory in the palm of his hand and he's letting it go?
It looks that way. Humble has just done the unimaginable and given the last chocolate milk to Susie.
Hold on. Look at that. Pride has given the fast pitch signal to Susie. He's talking to her. He's pointing toward the milk.
It looks like she's going to give Pride her chocolate milk. She is. She's giving Pride the chocolate milk.
This is unheard of in the world of cafeteria chaos. First, Humble gives away the coveted chocolate milk, and then Susie passes it along to Pride. I smell a conspiracy here, Harry.
As do I, Howie. It looks like Pride wins out over Humble once again. Pride now has a 2-0 lead over Humble.
But things aren't over yet, Harry.
No, they're not, Howie. We still have round 3, the Math Marathon, which should prove to be extremely exciting.
While Pride brings quickness and speed to the Math Marathon, Humble brings his ability to stay calm and focus on detail. This might give him an advantage over Pride.
Round 3, the Math Marathon. It looks like the contestants have taken their seats and are about ready to begin. As you can tell by the determination on their faces, this is going to be one grueling race.
That's right, Harry. At stake is a title of being Math Time Test Champion. The first person to finish their test, place it on the teacher's desk, and return to their seat is the winner.
The contestants have begun. Wow, it looks like Pride is really rushing right through his paper.
Look at that pencil go. If he keeps this pace up, he'll finish in record time.
Oh, it doesn't look good for Humble, although I have to hand it to him, Howie. He is certainly taking his time. What focus, what concentration.
Pride has turned his paper over and is now working on the second, final page. As he works feverishly on his answers, you can see the sweat on his forehead. Can it be? Is it possible?
Pride is up. He's walking to the teacher's desk, and he's laying down the paper. That's it, he's done. It's a new Math Time Test record. This is incredible. He finished a 20-question test in just under 2 minutes. This could be a record that will stand for years to come, Howie.
This is bad news for Humble. His concentration and effort wasn't enough to overcome Pride's speed and quick writing. Humble is up. He's on his way to the teacher's desk, and he's done. Not a bad time. Just over 2.5 minutes, but it won't be enough to claim victory in the Math Marathon.
Once again, Pride has defeated Humble. Pride has now taken 3 rounds and Humble 0. That's gotta be tough for him to handle. But knowing Humble the way I do, he won't give up. He'll come back into round 4 more determined than ever.
Round 4, the Art Dart. Yes, you heard right, folks. Round 4, the Creative Art Dart. The contestants will use their foot speed, creative skills, and great gluing abilities to create a mosaic out of scraps of colored paper.
They'll have several choices of colored paper to choose from.
The contestants look like they're ready to begin. Let's join the action.
The contestants begin their search for just the right color combinations for their project. Pride is making his way in and out of students, and he looks determined.
I agree, Harry. Notice how he's using his elbows to move the other students out of his way. What form? He's definitely having success pushing his way to the front of the line.
On the other hand, Humble is waiting patiently behind the other contestants. If he's going to have a chance to win this round, he'll have to be more aggressive. If he waits too long to make his move, most of the colors will be gone.
His only hope is to cut in front of the other contestants, grab what he can, and get out quickly.
Pride is now working on his mosaic. Oh, look at how he applies that dab of glue to the back of each piece.
It's a thing of beauty.
It certainly is. But what's this? Oh, there are no good colors left. Humble is stuck with gray, brown, black, and white. So not a great combo if you ask me.
Poor Humble. He doesn't stand much of a chance now. He's going to have to come up with a creative strategy if he wants a shot at the Art Dart title.
Most all the contestants have finished their projects. Oh, look at the artistic finesse Pride used to create his masterpiece. The tree is so lifelike, the water's so real you could drink it. What an amazing show of effort from Pride.
Although Humble wasn't left with much to choose from, he's doing a remarkable job using his colors in a powerful way.
This is certainly incredible, folks. It looks like Pride has taken the Art Dart title and the entire school sports championship. But by sheer will, Humble has finished his project, and he should be given credit for not giving up.
Yeah, you've got to hand it to Humble. He could have folded up his tent and given up, but he didn't.
Wait. Folks, you are not going to believe what I just heard, but it seems that Pride's championship is short-lived.
You gotta be kidding.
No, I'm not. Check this out. Because he used an illegal move in going over the seats on the school bus, Pride has been given a school bus detention.
Not school bus detention.
Yes, that means for the rest of the year, Pride will have to stay on the bus until all the other students have entered the school. This brings Pride's winning streak to an abrupt halt.
This is devastating news.
Oh, and that's not all. Humble has just been named Student of the Semester and will be first in line for lunch for the rest of the year. It looks like he'll lay claim to the coveted chocolate milk after all.
This is incredible.
Oh, there's more. Humble earned a perfect score on his math test and has taken away the Math Marathon title from Pride.
This is a serious blow for Pride.
It seems that Pride missed 18 out of 20 questions and will now have to stay after school for the rest of the month to get his math average back up to par.
Harry, never in all my years of school sports championships have I heard anything this amazing. This is one for the record books, buddy.
Yes, it is. And do you remember the art dart contest?
Oh, I sure do. Pride was driving the baseline for colored paper like a wild man.
Well, it seems that Humble's creation was so creative that it's been entered into the District Art Fair, and he is up for the MVA.
Most valuable artist?
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, this is a serious blow for Pride. A few moments ago, he was school sports champion with a spotless record, and now...
Now he's a has-been who should consider retirement.
Well, it just goes to show you how he...
What's that, Harry?
Even though Humble finished last, he showed Pride what it takes to be a real winner. Well, I'm Harry Powell, and for Howie Langdon, so long, folks.
Did everybody enjoy that video? Yeah? So who thought, when you're in the middle of the video, who did you guys think was going to win? Good. You thought Humble was going to win because he's always nice? He waits for everything? Okay. Who else? Good.
I thought Humble was gonna win.
You think Humble was going to win also?
Yeah.
Good.
I thought Pride was gonna win.
Yeah, I thought Pride was going to win too. He did win? So who would you rather win with pride or lose with humility? You rather lose with humility? Or maybe you could win with humility, right? That was the example Meet was talking about before, right? So in the Vajramat, in Irshani Surupche, that was a question that one of the Santos asked Bhagwan, right? And Bhagwan said that jealousy comes when you see somebody who has an ego, when your ego does not allow you to appreciate somebody that's better than you, right? So what's your name again? Was it? Jagat, what's your name? Right here. Rishi. So Jagat, if Rishi's better at, what are you good at? Soccer. And what are you good at? Coloring, art, right? So if you see him playing soccer and he's playing well, in the Vajramat, Bhagwan wrote that about the jealousy, right? You understand that example, what I just said? Right? So the jealousy would be if you have a big ego that you're really good at everything and you see Rishi as good at soccer, then you should be able to be happy for him, right? And if you see him, Jagat, good at art, should you be happy for him? Right? So that's how we let our ego, and you can be humble, and you don't have to be prideful. And so you can win in soccer and be humble, and you could be humble watching him win in soccer. And if he wins an art award, will you be happy for him? Right? That's good. Okay? Does anybody have any other questions on the video? All right, so next week, next Saturday, I think everybody's already signed up. We have a very exciting shibiri next week. And we have 80 people, I think, how many people? We maybe more, twice the number of here. So we're very excited about it. I think everybody's working hard, a good menu, dad bachak, rotli, right? No? Yes? Okay. Yes? Okay, so everybody asked this good question. So next Saturday, everybody make sure we're going to register by 10:30 in the morning. Okay, so you have to come here though, and you have to physically sign in. All right, so everybody get here by 10:30 next week. Then we're going to start exactly right after everybody registered. We're going to get Stuti Swami, who's going to be in Atlanta. He wants to come, but I don't think he's going to be able to come. But we're going to have him on Skype on here. So everybody has to be in their good behavior. If you have any questions, the topic, does everybody know the topic for next week? Okay, so the topic agreed, right? So we're going to talk about it next week. Everybody think about that a little bit over the week, and everybody can contribute. We can talk about it next week, all right? So everybody be excited. Everybody get here early next week. Make sure your parents get you early, and everybody get here next week. So I think, is the snack chalu here? Or do you want to? Okay. All right, so we're going to separate now. Everybody slowly. You can go downstairs, or you can slowly walk.